Legends versus rookies is such a great topic. As the legends' name will grow, they would become cocky. You'll see it in their attitudes. But then, you'd need someone to drop that attitude down. The legends versus legends won't affect their personality as much. But if you were to pair them with rookies, and stupefyingly the rookies win the match, it will become a classic match remembered for decades. Welcome! And today, I have brought you the topic of rookies versus legends in both boxing and MMA. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. The MMA section. Jose Aldo versus Hominick. When UFC hit the center of the world, UFC wasn't the only one who was renowned throughout the world. Jose Aldo was then the most famous face of UFC. Many would title him an unbeatable fighter. But that was till he was challenged by Hominick. They faced each other at UFC 129. Everyone thought Mark was going down and that it was going to be his worst nightmare, but he fought like hell. In the first round, Aldo was at a great pace. He was hitting Mark like hell, but in the second round, he took back on Jose Aldo and really slowed him down. In the next few rounds, they put on an entertainment show, but Mark was still getting hit really hard. He became a bloody mess, but still fought back and stood till the last round. Unfortunately, Aldo won by decision. Even though Hominick lost, he stood in the octagon like a champ to face Aldo. A lot of respect for Hominick. He's reminded of this match to this day. Forrest Griffin versus Shogun Rua. UFC has put so many exciting matches from the last decade. One of them was when Forrest Griffin was paired with Mauricio Shogun Rua. Rua was an unbeatable champion, and when Forrest was paired with him, everyone thought that they were feeding Griffin to the lion, but you won't know when the tables turned upside down. The first round was really challenging, as any of them weren't putting down. They fought back against each other's strikes. Shogun, like always, was dominating his opponent, and Griffin suffered a deep cut on the forehead. But in the second round, Shogun tired up and was struggling hard to keep the punches going. Griffin saw this as an amazing opportunity. He then put a great footwork and repeated strikes at him. The match couldn't advance from the third round. In the last round, Griffin got behind and held Rua in a rear naked choke. Soon, he tapped out and Griffin won by submission. This match is ranked 10th on the biggest upsets of all time. This showed that champions should never take rookies as easy opponents. Anderson Silva versus Rich Franklin. Anderson is such a great fighter who is famously known for his striking abilities, but he wasn't renowned till he was put against that time champion Rich Franklin at UFC 64. Rich had a great fan base behind him and was holding on to the middleweight title for a really long time. But Anderson proved everyone wrong when he decimated the champion. When the match started, both were putting strikes and low-kicking each other. They were just warming up. You might see that Rich is dominating him, but he didn't know his clinching ability. Silva clinched to him and was delivering deadly knees to his ribs. Rich didn't know how to survive this. In the last round, Silva put Franklin away with his vicious knees. To be honest, the champion Franklin could never stand against Anderson. He has such vicious arms which deliver deadly strikes. Plus, no one survives his clinch game. In that match, Silva showcased his amazing abilities. Carlos Condit versus Jake Ellenberger. Just like almost every fighter on the list, he wasn't renowned till then. He was just a young competitor who was paired against Ellenberger. Ellenberger was a veteran known as the Juggernaut. Their match overall was a 3-round fight. Carlos defeated the wrestling ace Ellenberger in a really unique way. At first, Ellenberger was ruling the match. He'd go on a striking streak around the cage. He hit him really hard and was knocking him down. But Carlos didn't give up. He battled back. He then delivered some good striking of his own. As an add-on, he also delivered a really huge knee. Ellenberger then realized he was in a really bad place. When Condit was able to get the fight to the ground, he easily attacked Ellenberger. He was then dominating him from the top. Carlos won by decision in a 3-round match. The boxing section. Logan Paul vs. Floyd Mayweather. It is a really messed up match because the boxing great couldn't knock out the YouTuber. Although he may have dominated the YouTuber, Logan Paul, a vital knockout punch was still missing. Did Floyd go easy on him? We really don't know. Thanks to the per exhibition rule, none of them were declared the winner. During the early rounds, Floyd was furious. Paul didn't even manage to hit the champion. Finally, when Paul gave the champion an uppercut in the third round, he gave him a big smile. The match lasted till the very 8th round. After the match, Paul added, "I was surprised by him. He knew how to use his weight and tie me up." Many of the people tweeted this match was fixed, but it sure was an exciting match. The boxing great versus the YouTuber. Money is expected to earn more than $50 million, while Paul pocketed $20 million. Ken Norton vs. Muhammad Ali. Although Ken Norton had a record of 29-1 before the fight, he was still not considered a good fighter, till he faced the boxing legend Muhammad Ali in 1973. Among a few, he was known for his bodybuilding physique and intimidating size. When the fight began, Ali wasn't taking him seriously, but in the early match, Norton delivered a jaw-breaking punch. Upon receiving it, Norton made Muhammad Ali change his mind. All of a sudden, he was really trying hard to survive the attacks. The match went until the 12th round and no vital knockout was seen. Ken Norton then won by decision from Ali. He then became a widely popular name because he was able to defeat the boxing legend. It was a real fight. After that match, the audience requested a rematch, and 2 of the rematches were done. Although Norton then lost the 2 of them, they were tight decisions. Bernard Hopkins vs. Roy Jones Jr. Bernard is such a great and experienced fighter. He fought inside the ring even though he was in his 40s. He is known as a talented boxer, but he was a popular term until he fought Roy Jones Jr. at the age of 25. From the very start of the match, Roy was able to connect more jabs throughout the fight. He kept Hopkins at the very bay of the canvas. But since Hopkins was just a rookie and that he didn't establish his jab, he had a hard time connecting his punches. It was such an interesting match. During that fight, Jones landed 206 jabs out of his overall 594 punches. Bernard, on the other hand, connected 153 of 670 punches. But since Jones was able to give the combination of the strike, Jones won by decision. It was just like a chess match. Even though he lost the match, but just the fact that he was a rookie and stood against Roy Jones Jr. till the last moment of the match earned him a great deal of fame. One of his recent matches was with Jean Pascal for the WBC Light Heavyweight Championship. Surprisingly, he won the title at just the age of 46. This is mind-blowing. I am sorry to say, guys, but we've reached the end of the video. Now, don't forget to drop your thoughts about this Legends vs. Rookies topic. If you enjoyed our video, then press the like button and subscribe to the channel for more legendary and sporty videos. See you in the next one.